Hello everyone, welcome back to our life. Today is day 13 of the baby watch. I can tell you right now, you're not going to see too much in this video because they have been very busy staying on the eggs. I think we may have reached our limit of eggs laid. We have 7 eggs. There's always a possibility for a surprise, but it's been a couple of days now with no new additions. So we're going to assume that 7 is the limit, and we're going to let them take care of their responsibilities. They haven't been outside or out of the nesting box that much today. As always, when one comes out, the other one stays in, and they take turns. And then in some cases, like right now, both of them are in there. So that's just the way it is until we have some hatchlings. It'll be interesting to see what happens after we have hatchlings, if we do, and how they handle that situation. Here comes Floyd. He's decided to stretch his legs a minute. Daisy's still in there. In one of the last videos that I was talking on, I had mentioned some of the do's and don'ts of having a bird, and I wanted to kind of go over just a few more things that you have to make adjustments to in order to successfully raise these birds. And this goes for parrots, any type of indoor birds. We have parrots, lovebirds, Connor, and cockatiels. And I'm not trying to scare you, but there is an awful lot that you have to take into consideration. One of the first things, which honestly we did not know until we got into the bird raising business, as far as pets go, is that you cannot use any non-stick or Teflon coated, otherwise known as PTFE cookware. What happens is when that cookware warms up and it gets to at least 285 degrees, it will begin to emit toxic fumes. Now to you and I, that may not seem like any big deal, but these birds all have very, very, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Risky or sensitive, that's it, respiratory systems. And it does not take much to irritate them or even possibly kill them. So you're going to have to consider changing out your cookware. You can go, and I don't have all the examples, you'll have to do some research. You can go with iron skillet and stainless steel, and you'll have to find, like we have some copper cookware, things like that. So you'll have to decide if you're serious about raising birds as far as doing away with some of the Teflon coated cookware. Now, as far as the stove and oven is concerned, if you have an oven liner in the bottom of your stove, a lot of people do to keep drippings and stuff from messing up the bottom of their stove, you're going to have to check and see if it's Teflon coated. That's something you may not think about. So we took everything we had out and we hand clean ours with just soap and water if we do need to clean the oven. You gotta watch burning plastic handles on pots on the stove. If you burn any plastic, it will emit toxic fumes that the birds could inhale. Now, when it comes to cleaning around your house, which we all do, and we all love the smell of it, pine scented cleaners are a no-no. I don't know why, but it is very toxic to birds. So if you're using like Pine Sol or what have you, you would have to stop. Now, some of the chemical odors And these are the things that you just don't even think about, because I know I've caught myself a couple of times doing something and then thinking, oh no, I got to watch out for the birds. Mothballs, bug sprays, pesticides. You cannot use that anywhere in the house around these birds. Hairspray. I mean, if you need to use hairspray, then I guess you'd have to go outside to apply it. Perfumes, nail polish remover. Anything that has a strong odor like that. Bleach, ammonia, paint, varnish, even permanent markers. Nicotine. If you smoke, you cannot smoke inside. If you do smoke and then decide to handle your birds, they can ingest the nicotine off of your hands, which is very toxic to them. No air fresheners, carpet cleaners, or carpet fresheners. There are some carpet cleaners that you can use, but you've got to do your research as to which ones are safe to use around birds. Scented candles. We used to love to burn scented candles. Essential oils. We did the same thing, but you can no longer use those either. Now, I know I'm probably scaring you a little bit as to, well, why would I want to get a bird? Well, there's a lot of pleasure in enjoying these birds, and having to make a few sacrifices so that they are safe, it is well worth it. And you will be able to find ways around a lot of these things that you are so used to doing or using. Now, say you're going to remodel inside your house. You've got to watch what you're doing there also. You cannot paint in the same room as the birds. Some of the paneling that you buy may have formaldehyde in it. And I know for a fact that that's very toxic. I've been in a room before where formaldehyde was very strong, and it will burn your eyes and nose just like breathing in bleach. Now, the humidity in your room. If you're not careful, if your humidity is too high, your bird feed can begin to grow mold and fungi. We actually have a dehumidifier in the same room as the birds. We also have an air freshener in the same room as the birds. So just to eliminate any possible hazards that might come about by mistake, hopefully between the two, that will take care of the situation. If you have birds, then chances are you will be going to a pet shop where you want to buy new toys, feed, maybe look at more birds. Nothing wrong with that. But you've got to remember that when you go into a pet shop and then you come back home, you need to wash your hands thoroughly, especially if you have handled any of the pets or other birds. It is also recommended that you possibly even change clothes because birds emit a lot of dander. I did not realize how much cockatiels emit dander when they're cleaning themselves, and that can be very contagious to the other birds if you have it on your hands or on your body. Do not let strangers touch your birds. As much as they would like, and I'm sure as much as you would like to please them, for the safety of the birds, you've got to tell them no. Alright? So, a couple more things that you need to watch out for, and I know there's a lot more. If you need to find out where we're getting all this information from, you just drop us a message down below, and we'll be glad to give you the links that we read from. One of the things that we've learned about these birds, but pens, crayons, and any markers can be lethal to these birds, because when these birds, if you let them out to fly, they are very curious. They love to chew on things, they love to shred things, and if they were to land on a crayon or marker or what have you, the next thing you know, they're going to be chewing on it. Believe it or not, some of your house plants can be hazardous to your birds. A couple of examples: we all love the garden. If you have any indoor tomato and potato plants, if the birds get out, if you love to let them fly around, and they land on the plants and start eating the leaves, it can kill them. So, last but not least, if you have a ceiling fan in your room or in your house, please turn it off if you're going to let your bird out of the cage. Nothing will kill a bird faster than them flying around and getting hit by a ceiling fan blade. And as I mentioned in my last video that I talked on, watch your pets. If you have any cats or dogs, whatever, they will go after these birds because they consider them play toys. And just like with cats and mice, cats love to play with birds and can harm them or seriously hurt them. So, I think I've covered enough in today's video. I'll go over some more things in future videos. As you can see, Floyd is out and grabbing him a little snack. Daisy's in there moving around. I think she's shuffling the eggs around because they do like to move them several times a day. And so that she can sit on them and warm them, I guess the way she's supposed to. So anyway, we thank you for watching. Like I said, no new surprises. So we will update you again tomorrow, day 14. And we'll just continue this as much as you, if you enjoy seeing these, please let us know. And I'll try and add a few tidbits without getting too long-winded. And we'll see what happens next. Give us a like. Subscribe if you haven't, and share it with your friends. We also have an Amazon wish list down below if you want to help support the birds. If you have any questions at all, feel free to put it in the comments. And we'll catch y'all on the next video.